Hey everyone, welcome back to Code with Ro. In this video, we're going to be going over on how to set some sort of interaction system in Unreal Engine 5. And I'll go over how to make the light switch in this video. And stay tuned in the next video for the blueprint series in order to go over this simple vending machine that shoots out soda cans. And hit that like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. My Patreon's in the link below. And let's get started. So we're going to be going over creating an input action and an interaction system. In my project, I'll go over to my third person input and actions. And what I'm going to want to do is just create another one of these. So I'll right click and under input, I'll create an input action and I'll call this IA underscore interact. And now I'll double click to go into it. And in my IA interact, I will just create so for the action description, I'm just going to write interact and then I will create a trigger that is going to be pressed. And if you open this up, it'll just show what will trigger it just by clicking it for half a second. So that's just your normal clicks. And I'll hit Control Save. And now what I'm going to want to do is go back to the input folder and go to the IMC default. And I will add a mapping by clicking this plus icon. And I'll add my IA interact. And I'll go ahead and add a keybind. And you can click this or you can just look for it here. This way it might be a little longer because it can get a little tedious to just scroll down to find it, where you can just click on it from here. And that's pretty much it for the keybind. And now your keybind for interact is set. But now we actually have to make the component. So on my content folder, I'll just place it here. And what I'm going to want to do is create an interface. I'll right click in the open space and then under blueprint, I'll go ahead and click on blueprint interface. And I'll call this one interact underscore interface. And now when I go into it, I'll be prompted on renaming this new function and I'll just call this interact. So I'll hit compile and save. And that's all I need from here. So I can exit out of this and I'll close these windows because I don't need to, I won't need them. And now I'm going to need a way to tell my character on what to do when I interact. So let's go into our blueprint third person character. After I open my BP third person character, I will go down to the bottom and I'll just create my interact system here. So what I'm going to want to do is type in so it'll be my enhance action events to interact. And now I'll drag out my started and it's going to get a line trace channel. So line trace by channel. And what this does, it pretty much just detects if a line or array cast from one point to another intersects with any physical object in the game world. So what we're going to do is get our third person camera and get its world location. So basically in order to interact, we're going to be using our camera to look at it. And if we're looking directly at it, we can interact with it. So let's get world location and then drag this out again and get forward vector. And then I'll add and I will multiply. And I'll set this one to my end. And I'll also add this get world location to my start because this is going to define how big our interaction can be. I'll connect this multiply to the second pin of our plus button. And now we're going to want to multiply it by an integer just to create an interact distance. So I'll go ahead and under variable, I'll create interact distance. So you can determine how far you want to be able to interact from. So I'll set the integer and I can't modify the default value until I hit compile. So I'll compile and save and I'll set this to something like 750. And I'll go ahead and I'll get interact distance and just connect it to this multiplication node for the second pin. And now hit compile and save. And what I'm going to want to do is after the line trace by channel, for out hit, which means the physical object that you're looking at, I'm going to break the hit result and I'll click this down arrow. And for the hit actor, which is the one that I'm directly looking at, I'm going to do does implement interface. And this just means that does it have the interface to interact with, which we'll add into the actors. So I want to select the interface that I made, which is the interact interface. And I'll go ahead and minimize this because I only need the hit actor. And I'll extend this line trace by channel and create a branch. And I'll actually need two in this case. So two things that I need to check for. The thing that's blocking my hit, so whatever is in my way, and also does it implement the interface. So I'll select the true node and connect it to this branch because this is assuming that there is something in the way. And then I'm going to want to create another variable for the interacting actor. So I'll go ahead and create a new var called interacting actor. For the type, I'm actually going to type in actor. And this will be an object reference. So I'll drag this out and do set 2 times. I'll hit compile and save. And for the false value, I'm going to want to just drag it out here for both of them, because this is just going to make sure that we can actually interact with it. And for the true value, we're going to connect it to this one. And for the interacting actor, it's going to be the same as the hit actor. So I'll go ahead and connect this pin. And then I'm going to drag out my interacting actor and set a get again. But this time I'm going to right click the get, and then I'm going to convert this to a validated get. So I'm going to set this into something that can be interacted with. So if it's valid, in this case it is, because we're already getting the component that we're looking at that can be interacted with, we're going to add the interact. And this is the same function that's going to be taking place in our actors that we're going to create. So this is also the target will be our interacting actor. So I'll hit compile and save, and I'll just highlight all of this and then click C on my keyboard to comment it. And I'll call this interacting, or just interact. And I'll comment it a bit darker just for personal preference, so that I can just move this and align it a bit. And this looks good to me. So now let's go back to our third person map, and I'll right click and I'll create a blueprint class of an actor. And this actor is going to basically be the parent, just so we don't have to repeat our steps every single time. I'll call this BP underscore interactable. So I'll double click into it and it will open up this. And the only thing I need to do here is just go to my class settings, and under implemented interfaces, I'm going to add that interact interface that we created. So interact interface, and you'll see it pop up right here. And I can just delete these in the event graph. And in the event graph, so if you double click this interface, this will trigger everything that you created so far in the interaction. So then your third person BP, or your character, since this interact stuff is all here, this is exactly the function that will take place when you interact with something. So basically when you click E, it's going to trigger all these events that we talked about, and then it's going to go on and do the function on whatever the interactable object does. So I'll go ahead and delete this, and I'll compile and save. And now for the interface, so this is called BP underscore interact. And in our example, we're going to create this light that we have over here. So I'll right click and create a blueprint class. Now, instead of clicking actor, I'm going to look for that BP interactable. So now this is going to be my parent. So I'll select that and I'll call this BP underscore giant lamp. And now in my giant lamp, I'm going to add 2 static meshes, lamp, and I'll just copy paste this and call this light. So I'll go ahead and look for my desk lamp. So now my lamp is actually the lamp itself. And then for the light, I'm just going to add some simple light beam. And I'll point this in the same direction the lamp is facing, and I'll make this a little smaller. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have grid snapping on anyways. And okay, this is fine. So then I'll just hit compile and save after I set up the lamp. And now what I'm going to want to do is go to the event graph. I can delete these, and I only want to trigger on my interact stuff. So I will compile and save, and then I will, under interface, I'll double click this interact button to bring out this interact event. And all I'm going to do for this is just toggle the visibility of the light. And that's it. So this is going to toggle on and off. And when I go back to my map and I drag this BP lamp out, and I'll increase the size of it just to make it fit the name of the giant lamp. I could also do this in the lamp blueprint itself. I will hit play. And now while I'm looking at it, if I click E, because that's the keybind I set it to, it'll toggle the visibility, giving me this interact configuration that we created. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. Now, one thing that you could do, and we will go over this later on, is when you're dealing with small objects, you're going to notice that I'm clicking E on my keyboard and it's actually not changing until I get to this certain angle. Go right behind it. Nope, never mind. So yeah, because it's a smaller object, it's a little harder for me to point directly at. And you'll notice that basically I have to be staring through my character to get to this, to interact with this. And in order to fix this, we would just add a sphere collision to make it a more interactable space. or just change our interaction button a bit. But for now, this is pretty much the way that I like to set it up. And a very beginner introduction friendly tutorial. It might be overwhelming, but don't worry, you will learn Unreal. It's not as difficult as it seems, and with every update, the whole point is to make it easier for us developers to have a good time. I see a lot of tutorials not doing the action. They use event tick. I do not recommend this. That is not performant friendly. I'm just gonna leave it as my input action for now because I think this is fine for a beginner tutorial. If you have any comments or questions on how this could be better, feel free to leave it in the description below. I'm all open to criticism, and that pretty much just covers our interaction system in Unreal Engine. It's pretty simple, but I did probably go through it a bit slower than I wanted to. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to Code with Ro. My Patreon is in the link below if you'd like to support my channel. It gives you access to the Discord, and this is a special tutorial request that I was asked on to do in vanilla Unreal Engine without the use of any frameworks or special plugins that just make development easier. And I will be doing more tutorials. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.